We're all looking for some decorating ideas for outside of our home, whether we're in a condominium or a home in the country. So we went to Crawford's Country Gardens this week and we learned how to dress up an urn and make something yourself. So Chris, we've got these pots from, I mean, even fall pots. This is like a mum pot container. You're going to show us how to do this ourselves if we're adventurous. And again, whether we've got an urn outside or we want to stick something on a balcony, this is pretty, you say it's pretty easy, so we're going to give it a whirl.
It is definitely easy. It can be done. It's not impossible. But yeah, this is just a regular 10-inch pot. I'm sure you must have hundreds of them at home, and you can, this is a great way to recycle and a great way to save some money. So all we do is we have this pot with fresh packed soil. This is a 10-inch size, and you want to pack soil in so it's almost just like a hard sponge. That gives you a great base to start with. And then speaking of preparation, what you want to do is have all your pieces prepared beforehand before you start. It's always nice, that way you've got similar size pieces and you know what you've got.
And it's quick.
Absolutely, it helps out, so that way you can make 3 or 4 in the time it would take just to do one if you're cutting.
And for shape-wise, am I aiming for a Christmas tree style?
It all depends on the what you want. The look you want to have. We do a ring around the bottom of the pot with some cedar and some balsam, and then use a few tall pieces. This is balsam here to fill in the sides. And then what you do is get a couple of nice pieces of cedar that you've already cut. Cedar is a great filler. It adds great color contrast and it fills in lots of space in the pot. But the other nice thing is it's got really heavy foliage, so that way it's easy to decorate with. It's not rigid, so you can always sneak more berries or color or whatever else in there that you're wanting to work with.
And these are pretty inexpensive. Some of these bundles come mixed, don't they, Chris? Where you've got your cedar and your pine.
The best way to buy them is a mixed batch, because inevitably, unless you're doing a lot, especially if you're a first timer, you want to try to get a mixed bundle, because that way you get a little bit of everything with minimal amounts of waste.
And you're sort of going in the holes. It's almost working in odd numbers, right?
Absolutely, yeah. What you want to do is just sort of start with the base. I usually make a cross and then do another one and then do another one. And then that way, you end up filling in all your holes.
Now, a quick tip for the viewers, because I know that when I'm cutting this pine, already I can feel it on my fingers. You've got a trick with this, not just soap and water for getting the sap off?
Yeah, it's soap and water doesn't quite do it.
No.
So a tip that we use is margarine.
Okay.
Yeah, just regular, no name, the cheapest margarine you can find.
Oh my gosh,
and it's one of those times you don't have to worry about the trans fats. You can just rub away and it takes them off, then wash with soap and water, and you're good to go. We don't need to show those on TV.
Chris, I've had some fun kind of going out of the green and red theme. You can customize these, can't you? I mean, I can go in some silvers and blues. You're going to go with, again, the traditional reds. And
I'm going to go with a little magnolia and a little bit of hypericum berry. But yeah, you can do whatever you like with them.
Your height, and then you're just going to kind of fill in those holes, right?
Sure. You leave a few little holes for decorating. Okay. So what we'll do, we've got my trusty secateurs here. We'll grab a nice good piece of magnolia. When you're working with magnolia, you always want to give the bottom a trim so it has a fresh cut to go in the soil. It really helps it keep its moisture going.
They're beautiful with the coppery brown color underneath.
And what you do is just pick a piece with the right look and the right height. Personally, I prefer the brown side of magnolia. The green is lovely, but I really like the dark brown. So then you just sort of find little nooks and crannies where you want to fill them in. And you just take a couple of minutes to look around and see if you've got it going the way you want it to go and that sort of thing.
And your holes that you've left, right? Not to worry.
All right, Kelly, it looks like we're all done decorating. And here I'll show you why we call these urn drop-ins.
You literally drop them in.
Just drop it in and you're good to go.